The Secret of Treasure Island. One rainy afternoon, 12-year-old Jack was looking through his grandfather's attic. The air smelled old, like dusty books and wood. Rain hit the roof hard as Jack moved aside an old coat and tripped over a very old wooden chest. He rubbed his sore leg when he saw a piece of yellow paper sticking out from under the chest. Jack pulled it out carefully. It was a treasure map that looked really old. At the top were scary words written in red ink that almost looked like blood. Captain Redbeard, McGrew's lost fortune, only the brave can find it. The map showed an island shaped like a skull. A red X marked a spot behind a waterfall. Around the edges were warnings like, "Watch out for the sinking sands. The guard never sleeps. Solve the riddle or be trapped forever." Jack's heart beat fast. He ran downstairs and showed the map to his grandpa. "Look what I found," he shouted. Grandpa turned pale. "That cursed map hasn't been seen in 50 years. He held Jack tight. "Listen, boy, that treasure is dangerous. 3 people went missing trying to find it. That island plays tricks." But Jack was already dreaming of adventure. "I have to go." Getting ready. That night, Jack packed his bag with things he thought he would need. Tools, matches that don't get wet, fishing line, and a small knife Grandpa gave him. Directions, an old compass. It works unless you are near the sinking sands. Protection, a pouch of black powder for the guard, Grandpa said. Food, dried meat, hard biscuits, and 6 chocolate bars to keep him brave. At sunrise, Jack rowed his small boat into the fog. Grandpa called after him, "Remember, the island fights back. Look for parents in the chaos." The trip and first danger. 3 miles out, the sea got wild. Suddenly, a spinning whirlpool tried to pull Jack's boat around and around. His compass shook wildly. Then he heard strange voices from the water. The sinking sands. Jack remembered the warning. He hit the water with his oar where the whirlpool was forming. With a loud gurgle, the whirlpool disappeared and the sea calmed. By midday, Skull Island came into view through the mist. When Jack landed on the beach, the sand started to hum, like music. Each step made a sound, like walking on a piano. Then the ground began to shake and sink. Thinking fast, Jack jumped from rock to rock toward the trees. As soon as he reached them, the singing stopped. The magical jungle. The jungle looked like something from a dream. Trees with blue leaves glowed softly, and red vines moved away when Jack walked by. The map said to head northwest toward the waterfall, but the jungle kept leading him in circles. After walking a long time, Jack realized he had passed the same big rock 3 times. The compass wasn't working right because of weird rocks in the trees. "Think, Jack," he told himself. He remembered Grandpa's advice about parents. He noticed the glowing blue leaves always faced slightly northeast. Using them like a guide, he found the right path. The waterfall guard. Jack followed the sound of rushing water until he reached a huge waterfall. According to the map, the treasure was behind it. But blocking the way stood a giant statue of pirates made of black stone. It held a sword high in the air. Words at its feet said, "Only the real finder may pass." As Jack stepped closer, the statue's eyes lit up red. Its sword crashed down where Jack had just been standing. Jack remembered the pouch. He threw the black powder on the ground in front of the statue. There was a loud boom, and the statue froze. Its eyes went dark. The Cave of Tests. Behind the waterfall was a dark cave. Jack used his flashlight and saw pictures on the walls showing how other explorers had died, eaten by plants, trapped in quicksand, and more. Not cheerful, Jack muttered, walking deeper inside. Suddenly, the floor gave way. Jack barely crossed the edge before falling into a pit full of spikes. Whip! His rope saved him. He pulled himself up using the rope tied to a rock. The puzzle box. At the center of the cave sat a locked iron chest with a skull carved into it. On it were rings with symbols that could be turned. Above it was a riddle. What has roots no one sees, taller than trees? Up, up it goes, yet never grows. Jack thought hard. A mountain, he shouted. Click! The lock opened. Inside were gold coins, a fancy dagger, and the skull wearing a pirate's hat. Redbeard's last trick. As Jack reached for a coin, the skull opened its mouth and blew green smoke. Thief! A ghost voice boomed. The cave shook as Captain Redbeard appeared, holding a sword. You have guts, kid, the ghost growled, but this treasure stays with me. Quick thinking. Jack grabbed the fancy dagger and pushed it into the bottom of the chest. A secret drawer popped open with a single gold coin showing a phoenix bird. Redbeard stopped and laughed. Clever boy, you passed the real test. Choosing wisdom over greed, then he vanished in a puff of smoke. The Angry Island. The cave started to fall apart. Jack ran for the exit. Dodging falling rocks, he just made it out before the entrance closed forever. Back on the beach, the island seemed to calm down. The jungle was quiet, and the singing sands didn't sing anymore. Jack rode home, holding the phoenix coin tightly. The real treasure. When Jack got home, Grandpa saw the coin and gasped. The phoenix coin. They say it brings luck to whoever holds it. He smiled. Though I think you already have all the luck you need. That night, Jack looked at the coin. Under his lamp, he saw tiny writing along the edge. The best treasures are the adventures we live to tell. Smiling, Jack placed the coin next to a new map he was drawing. This one showing places no one had ever seen.